Hello everybody, it's GameBoy10 here, Nintendo by 08, only as me Izzy, or Spikezillion, whatever y'all call me. It is the first night that Uprising DLC has been released, and it's time to talk about Mob of the Dead. Now, I actually just got finished playing a round 26 game, and it is the day that the DLC was released. I'm currently number 960 worldwide, so, I don't know. I was surprised. I actually thought that there would be a lot more people in the high rounds of, like, the 20s, but I guess not. I guess a lot of people just couldn't make it that high, which is strange, because I made it that high, like, just fine. I think the only issue that I had was that I left my rape train spot, and the issue with that is it's where the Pack-a-Punch is. We'll get into that in a minute. So, I'm eating malt balls. I love my balls. Anyway. No, but, so, let's talk about this map. First thing that's great about this map is, the fact that it has a lot of really decent weapons. The AK is a good one, Atar is a good one. Death Machine, we'll get into that, because Death Machine is actually kind of an important weapon to discuss. Of course, we have the ray gun and the almighty Blundergat. That shit is awesome. It is basically a Gatling gun, but we'll get into that. So, for the first thing I want to talk about is the changes in the map. Now, I believe, now according to what I have found in the storyline, I believe that there is actually no leader for the zombies. The zombies are currently going in their own direction. They don't have any leader. There's no Richtofen, no Samantha Maxis, obviously, because it's before their time period. And there's nobody else before them. So, in conclusion, the zombies are actually their own being. But it doesn't make much sense because in the storyline, Richtofen and Maxis were the ones who created the zombies as they were making superhumans. Unless there was a time beforehand, and then somehow it was forgotten, and it was quickly wiped out. But we don't know that. But for now, I believe that right now it's just Richtofen basically causing the zombies to get over there somehow. Probably using his teleporting power, which he used in Die Rise, and maybe he's time-traveling the zombies back into that time, just so then maybe he can make ripples of time and break the time-space continuum. That would be getting into the storyline. That would be getting into a really ridiculous point of the storyline. But if that were to be the case, and that's what Treyarch is going for, then whatever, it suits them. The one thing that I thought was interesting about that storyline kind of stuff, there was no laughing character. The demonic announcer was the exact same, and which the exact same would be Samantha Maxis instead of Richtofen. And the box was instead of a teddy bear, you would get a lock. So, I thought that was interesting, and there's no laugh when the lock gets picked out of the box. There's a lot of other things that was there, but let's just move on to the actual gameplay. The first initial thing you'll notice is how narrow the areas are. It is doable. You can deal with it, but it's not very easy to get around in the higher rounds. Especially because there is no weapon that is guaranteed a one-shot, one-kill on this map. Even the Blundergat at the higher rounds actually cannot handle the higher rounds. It actually does get hit markers, and it makes crawlers too, which is interesting because it's a shotgun. You wouldn't think it would make crawlers, but I guess they made it like World at War, where you can break off the legs. So that's what's going on with that map. The Easter egg. A lot of people actually were probably wondering about this, because I know a lot of my Facebook friends were asking me, oh, how did you do the plane? How did you get on the plane and escape? It's actually quite easy. There are a lot of different electrical generator things that you power up using your afterlife powers. A lot of them are hidden. Not some of them, a lot of them. And there's quite a few different things you have to get. Of course, you have to get the Warden's Key, and the Warden's Key will allow you to open certain places that you normally wouldn't be able to. And Null's, the key will actually allow you to get all the pieces to the plane to get the fuck out of there. So, there should be tutorials online. I'm not gonna go over it because I don't have gameplay for you right now. I might do it at some point. I'll probably upload all my gameplay of me playing round 26, and then you can see it from there. I was kind of confused myself, but that's just how it is. So once you've done all that shit, right, you get on the plane, and then you will be taken to the Pack-a-Punch. The Pack-a-Punch is at the best possible spot, so this is the best rape training spot in the game. Now, there are a few cautions you might want to be aware of before you go here. You will definitely require a ray gun. The reason being is because of the, what's his name? I can't think of his name right now, but the Juggernaut guy, the big Juggernaut guy, I think his name is like, Bunger or something? I don't remember right now. I remember him as the Warden, but there's actually more than one of him eventually. So, once you first get there, you'll fight one of them. So, okay, good start. You kill one, right? Next round, two of them will come. Oh shit, you got two people you gotta fight, and they're big fuckers, right? So, the ray gun actually helps a lot with that. It takes only, I think, 5 to 7 shots, and it should kill him. And if you aren't using the ray gun, you can use like an MTAR or something with a lot of ammo. And big tip, shoot him in the head. It actually kills them way faster than shooting them in the body. It'll literally kill them in like 10 bullets if you shoot him in the head. It's really simple. The next thing you're going to want to remember to get is the Blundergat. The reason for this is because it's going to hold on to a lot of ammo while you're there, while you're at the Pack-a-Punch. Now, do not Pack-a-Punch as soon as you get there. I learned that the hard way. The first thing you're going to want to do is just keep your ammo. It's a very bad decision to go out and Pack-a-Punch your weapon. Because you can't get max ammos. You can't get any power-ups while you're there. There is no power-up availability there. And yes, I believe, I'm like 90% sure, the Blundergat can give you power-ups. So, just be warned of that. The upgrades. I did not get the Riot Shield upgrade. I don't have any fucking clue. Sorry, I was reading the text. I don't have any fucking clue how to get the Riot Shield. The Riot Shield, I don't know where to get the knife part, or whatever it is, that blade thing. Weird looking thing. Don't have any clue how to get it. The acid upgrade, I actually found it. I found all the pieces, and I upgraded the Blundergat. And I'm gonna have to say, I do not recommend adding it to your Blundergat. Now, people are actually telling you to upgrade it to that, and no, I'm telling you, do not do it. The reason is because it turns into a scavenger. This is difficult because this is your life-saving weapon, and considering it gets most of the time a one-shot, one-kill, you're gonna want to keep that weapon, right? So you can get out of a corner if you get stuck in one, right? And you get surrounded by zombies. When you have a gun that's gonna take like 3 seconds before it before the grenades on it detonate, it sucks. Sure, it kills the zombies a lot faster and a lot better, which actually, to be honest, it doesn't. Then it's still not a good enough issue. It pretty much works the same way as the Mustang and Sally with its explosions. So, I do not advise to upgrade the Blundergat into the liquid thing. I forget what they called it. Once you see my gameplay, you'll see the name of it. It's at the very end. I upgraded it right at the very end of the game, and that's what probably got me killed, because I fucked up. I do not recommend using it. But the upgrade from the Pack-a-Punch upgraded Blundergat, that I recommend. Great piece of work. It makes it 2 bullets instead of 1, and then you can reload pretty fast. I think it actually makes it reload faster too, which is kind of nice. Perks you're going to want to remember to get Juggernaut, of course. There's no Quick Revive on this map. There's no PhD. There is PhD on Grief, which you may be surprised about, but yes, PhD is available, but it's only on Grief. I think that was a dick move on Treyarch's part, but I think it's because they knew it was a cheap piece of work. So, Deadshot Daiquiri is available. Double Tap is available. There's 5 perks on this map. So there's Double Tap, Juggernaut, Quick Revive, Wild Cherry, and Speed Cola. And the ones I advise is to get, did I say Wild Cherry? I don't remember what it's called. It's called Electric Cherry. That's what it is. Get Electric Cherry, Juggernaut, Deadshot Daiquiri, and Speed Cola. Do not get Double Tap. Because your weapons are pretty much single-shot weapons anyway. You're not going to really want to bother with Double Tap unless you're using a machine gun, but if you are, you're probably asking for a death. This map is actually incredibly difficult when it comes to things like that, so I would advise you get the Ray Gun and the Blundergat, get every perk except for Double Tap, get your shit together, fight those, whatever those guys are named, the Juggernaut guys, fight the zombies, and you should be able to get past the whole thing. Like I said, don't Pack-a-Punch until you need ammo. That's a big key point. Especially the Blundergat, because the Blundergat is very much worth waiting for, because then you can stick in the very high rounds if you stay long enough. And the good news is you have basically unlimited quick revives, as long as you can not die too many times, and keep on going in the afterlife. If you keep your afterlife at the 3 mark, and you die once, you can always just go back using the electric chair, try and get Juggernaut as fast as possible, beat the round, get the gas tanks, and then go back to where you were. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Well, not watching, but listening. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. And you'll have some gameplay of it soon. But for now, I'll see you guys later.